Yeah. Good morning.
All right. Hey. Okay.
You asked yesterday if we could record this early, and then I completely forgot about the disparity between yours and my versions of early. So I was up at 6.
My God.
It is 10:30.
It
It's almost
is
11, as a matter of fact.
You know,
I didn't need to do that. Is my point.
well, it's early. Early bird gets the worm.
Yeah. Well, I'm full of worms apparently.
Yeah. No,
I'm just lousy with worms.
you should get some medication.
Yeah.
You should get some deworming medication, which
Well-
is just a finger up your butt.
Yeah, and to be honest, they're probably the only thing keeping my weight down, and I might as well just start naming them.
Well,
They're part of the family at this point.
you're looking worm trim.
Worm trim.
Yes. We're good.
Good. Yeah.
We're good.
For the foreseeable future, I would imagine.
We're good.
Unless Joe Rogan picks this up and goes, "Hey, you like horror movies? Because I don't. I work out all day, and that's it, really."
You guys ever shave your head and scream a little bit?
A little bit. A lot.
You guys
You ever shave your head and talk at a volume that's reserved usually for speaking to a stadium full of people?
You ever go from being mildly famous to confused with Alex Jones a lot? Hi, my name's Joe Rogan, and I take mushrooms and shit.
My name's Joe Rogan, and no matter who I have as a guest this week, I'm going to tell him not to get vaccinated. I could have a vaccine as a guest on my podcast, and I would still tell him not to get vaccinated.
My visual was just Joe Rogan screaming at like a needle in a
Exactly,
chair.
that giant syringe. Yeah, and it looks sad. It looks like it made a mistake.
Yeah, well, it's either condensation or a tear rolls down the side.
Yeah, it's either sadness or nervous sweat.
You know what we forgot to do last week?
What's that?
We forgot to thank Andrew.
Oh, well, let's thank him twice. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
See? Now we're square.
Yeah. We were just so mad. We were just so mad about that delightful film last week.
Let me tell you, I have no apologies about how angry I got. None.
Okay, well, fine. It just hurt my feelings a little bit, and then I worked extra hard to try and find a good movie.
I can't imagine why it would have hurt your feelings.
Because I picked that movie, and I was like, this is me.
Well, you were emotionally attached to your choice?
This is us.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a different... I don't know if that's the movie or TV show, but that's a different thing.
Yeah, it's a thing about some people.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's, about as good of an explanation as the title gives you, so that's fine.
Of course it does. Go to Grindhouse Movie Club. No, go to darkroastcult.com and look for Grindhouse Movie Club.
Off to a fantastic start.
Do all those instructions. Go to Grindhouse Movie Club. Listen to Grindhouse Movie Club.
Yeah.
Taste Grindhouse Movie Club.
You can do all three of those things at darkroastcult.com.
You can. And those are our instructions, as vague as they are. But that's it. That's the sponsor. Hashtag sponsor.
Yeah. We're not out here doing audible.com like it's 2014.
Yeah, audible.com. Get a book, you nerd. Also, don't get audible.com because guess what? They just keep charging you, and it's very hard to just stop having an account.
Yeah, that's good. It's like a gym membership.
It is.
I feel like I've said that before, but I don't care. Because I don't know who the fuck listens to this podcast who goes to the gym, first of all.
There's like 3 people who are probably at the gym right now listening.
I mean, thank you. I don't know why you would choose this like on the Stairmaster like it's motivational.
Yeah, where's your upbeat mix?
You want
2020
2 guys talking the most negative shit while you're trying to get a sweat on?
Yeah, pump it. This fucking film.
2 more reps. You got this. We believe. Yep, you got it. Push that up.
Get it.
Don't look at the yoga pants wearing peach beside you.
Do 18 more steps and then 1 more. Never stop stepping.
No days off.
Jacob's Ladder.
Army of One. Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, yeah. Full Metal Jacket on the Stairmaster.
There we go. Yes.
I bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose on that elliptical. Now we're just quoting movies and saying gym equipment that we can remember.
Every joke eventually devolves to its bare parts.
Oh, so what movie did we do this week?
This week we did Creep.
Yes, we did.
Funny. I didn't look at the trivia page at all this time, by the way.
Oh, neither did I.
That's good. There might be some good stuff on there. We'll never know.
Yeah.
This I do, however, know that this has the easiest cast members to remember of any movie that we've done.
Yeah.
Because there's fucking 2 of them.
Yeah, I don't think there's a third person in this film.
It's Angela's voice over the phone. That's it.
There's not even a waitress.
Right on the IMDb page, 3 people.
Love it.
Yeah. Every
Love
movie
it.
should be that succinct.
Oh yeah, and their names should be wildly different, so I can't mistake them for each
Just
other.
like they are in Creep.
Exactly.
Yeah. Aaron and Joseph. By the way, at the end of this movie, he does that phone call because he's setting up the next one.
Yes.
And he goes with Bill. I think Joseph suits him way better.
Yeah, you know what? He does seem like a Joseph. Josephs are always upbeat and positive.
Despite all odds.
Yes, every single odd, despite them.
So, do you have a synopsis for this movie in 2 sentences or less?
I think I do.
Because I do. I want to hear yours first, though.
All right,
I have a feeling they're going to be quite similar.
Mine's not great, but every ad on the internet is too good to be true and will eventually lead to wet work questions.
Oh my God. I have such a good story that pertains to this exact situation.
All right.
My synopsis, by the way, is never trust a furry.
Yeah. It's always furries posting these ads. Was like the second half. I didn't want to put it in there, but I did.
Never trust a furry. So this movie is about a guy who answers a job advertisement. I assume on Craigslist back page, given the situation.
Yeah, it seems like a fucking Craigslist ad of some kind. Like, you're definitely not seeing this in the newspaper.
No, and it's got to be local also, for reasons that will be explained later. $1,000 for a day of filming. And when I say day, an 8-hour work day of filming.
Yes, that's not bad.
For $1,000.
Have you done the math? What's the per hour on that one?
I don't know. What's 1,000 divided by 8? 2.5?
I don't know.
It's not.
That's why
it's
I'm
something like
asking
that. It's like 1.3. I have no idea.
Hold on.
We're going to get on the calculator?
I'm calculating.
Here's the thing. I know how to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, but I couldn't tell you how to divide an easy number like that.
This is why we have calculators.
Yeah.
If anybody...
This nice IKEA phone stand. It's $125 an hour.
See, and this is why if anybody tells you, like, oh, you can't use a calculator, what if you're going to need to do this in the real world?
Guess what? I'll just use a calculator.
There's calculators in literally everything.
And you know what, dude? If you don't even have, like, your phone on you, hey, can I borrow your phone for 5 seconds to use the calculator?
Yeah, who's got an app on their phone, real quick?
Who's got any... Yeah. You don't even probably need one. I'm sure calculator just comes ingrained. Some people could do it on their watches.
That's too much. That's too much power right there.
It is.
You shouldn't be crunching numbers from your wrist.
That's Thanos. I hate what I just said. The premise here, yep, $1,000 for a day of filming. Just go to Mark Duplass's house in the woods. With little to no direction. So little that when he gets there, he doesn't even know what to do aside from walk up that fucking stairs and knock on the door.
Well, he only knows he's at the place because apparently there's a yellow door.
Yeah.
So he must have been told to look for a yellow door.
He 100% was look for the place with the yellow door, as if it's the only place in the Western Hemisphere that has a yellow door.
Go north until you find yellow door. Stop promptly.
It's the worst fucking Google Maps ever.
That's regular Google Maps.
Mark Duplass's name in this movie is Joseph. I'm pretty sure he wrote this, but I could be wrong on that. And the gentleman filming, his name is Aaron. Those are the only 2 names that you need to know, and now you know every character in this film.
Well, Angela.
And Angela briefly.
Yeah. Well, whatever. She's there. So this movie, it starts with him just driving, and he's trying to explain to the camera this job offer.
Does a horrible job of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, he just makes it seem like he's on his way to do wet work. He's like, oh, $1,000 an hour for filming services.
What is wet work?
Wet work, my friend?
Because my knowledge of wet work is it's a map in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. You go ahead and you tell me what wet work is.
Right.
I assume it's shooting pornos.
Well, no.
Oh, it's worse than that?
So, if anybody at home's already Googled it, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's pissing. It's pissing.
You can't catch me mid-drink like that, saying it's pissing. seems surprisingly fine with the weirdness of it. He even says in the car, it's like, oh, what's the worst case scenario? It's some, 60-year-old woman who wants me to fuck it. So in his universe, the worst thing that could happen when you answer an advertisement for $1,000 for 8 hours of your time is that it's a sugar mom.
Yeah, you really can't answer.
That's kind of the best case scenario.
Yeah. This guy must have been on the internet for all of 2 days for his whole life.
Yep.
And he found Pornhub and was like, okay, so MILFs exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my knowledge of how people go about this.
Yeah. Worst case, she's going to be old and I'm going to have sex with her.
Worst case.
Yeah. Definitely I'm not going to get murdered because it's the internet.
There are much worse cases than that, absolutely.
Yeah. If you answer every ad on the internet thinking you're about to hook up with a sugar mama,
yeah,
you're going to get murdered.
You are.
You're going to get murdered.
It's going to happen.
B, you're going to see a dick.
Statistically, probably both.
Yeah. You might get murdered by a dick.
I almost had my bank account drained doing this once. That's my story by Jamaican scammers.
Oh, that's fun.
So I answered an advertisement for an administrative assistant online. Now, this was like a relatively reputable job ad site that I won't mention. It's Indeed.
Oh, indeed.
And the pay per hour was exorbitant. It was outrageous. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give this a shot and we'll see what happens. And they answered me right away. And they were like, okay, what we're going to do essentially is we're this high-powered business that travels a lot for meetings in hotels and whatnot. So your job is essentially going to be booking hotels. And we'll send you money for that and producing itineraries for the weekend if we have clients or whatever. And I was like, okay, fine. That sounds like a stupid easy thing to do. For that much money, it was like $35 to start an hour, which is retarded.
That's obviously too good to be true.
Yeah, let alone $125 an hour, Aaron.
Yes, Aaron.
So if I made a mistake at that level, this is an unacceptable mistake to make at his level.
Yeah.
He must be some kind of freelance filmmaker. There's no way that he hasn't dealt with this in the past. So I answered the ad and they sent me a check and then told me to deposit it and then send them picture proof. So when I got the check in the mail, I sent them a picture of the check and they go, no, we need the account information of the bank account that it was deposited to, which was going to be my bank account.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then I go, exactly that. And then I looked up the address they provided for their, place of business, like their headquarters, and it was a parking lot in the industrial section of Toronto.
Seems legit.
So that was red flag number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I called up the law office that apparently represented him according to their job advertisement. And then they go, call the police. You're not the first person. And this has been happening all year.
Well, maybe go on Indeed and find these ads.
Oh my God.
You're a law firm. Hire a lawyer.
So it was like a case that was under investigation at the time. And they were like, well, probably some kind of police officer is going to contact you in the future to get your story. And then nobody called me, but cool. Yeah, so I almost got like my fucking asshole stolen.
Well, I'm glad your asshole is intact.
It is.
Tucked away in your body.
Yeah, and thank God, because I don't know what I would do without that thing.
Well, you just poo wherever, like a rat.
So you're just picturing, well, it's still a hole then. I'm picturing like they take it and then it's like Neo in the Matrix when he meets like Agent Smith the first time, they just seal his mouth shut.
Ah, like a cave of secrets. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to know the dwarven language code to get in there.
It's like the was it platform 9 3/4 from Harry Potter where you just fucking run and you pray.
You pray it's not a brick wall you're hitting? How many fucking kids probably broke their face?
Oh,
just by getting the angle wrong.
There's probably like local kids who like, oh, I know that platform. Shit, there's wizards there?
Let me just get in there.
Yeah, what's it cost, a nickel to get down to the subway? I'm going to bust my skull on some rocks. Let's go.
They're just cleaning up blood and brains constantly on that subway platform.
And he looks suspiciously like a wizard because he's a janitor, and people are like, oh, fuck, it's Hagrid. And he's like, oh, just fucking cleaning up the teeth today.
As per usual. They don't pay me enough for this.
That's why I take the teeth.
So the first thing I noticed about this fucking movie is that it looks, as he's driving through like this mountainous like cabin region, it looks like where they shot Winter Beast.
Yeah, a little
And
bit.
he's just going through that. And if this guy, every single one of his ads for all of these people that he's murdering, what he's doing, guys, is murdering people by posting job ads. And then things get weird and they end up dead.
I would say things get for sure weird.
Yeah, they sure do. I assume everybody in this area just knows to avoid the man with the yellow door, like Curious George.
Well, it's a rental. They explained that
It is a
away
rental.
when
Fine.
Aaron calls the police, and
That's
he's like, "Yeah, I looked it up. It's a rental."
Not yet gonna talk about my issue with the phones in this fucking movie.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good
Well,
God.
I can't wait to hear your issue. I'll be looking forward to hearing the phone issue.
I played a game with this movie called When Do You Dip?
I played the same fucking game.
And let me tell you, do you have a moment when you dip?
The second he didn't answer the door,
Exactly.
I'm mad that I've walked up the stairs.
Because the fucking stairs. Who has a house that's like that? Who has a house that it's like climbing K2 just to get to the door?
Look, I wrote down the second he rolled up to the most uninviting house ever.
The driveway is on like a 90-degree angle from the road.
And it's curved.
There's a stump with an axe in it.
There's the driveway's narrow as shit as well.
Also, newest axe ever because it still had the little sticker on it. Like, okay, somebody just bought this axe today for me.
I didn't notice the sticker, and as soon as I saw the sticker on the axe, I'd be like, I'm out.
Yep. And then, okay, I gotta walk up a fucking mountain just to get to this front door. And then he doesn't answer. And then he doesn't answer the phone. And there's no voicemail on the phone. I'm leaving.
I wouldn't have even called him.
You wouldn't even get that far.
You knew I was coming today.
Yeah. Answer the door, asshole.
Yep.
Look how many stairs I just walked up.
And like, we're not exaggerating. It's not like 5 stairs in one flight.
No, it's fucking...
There's
the same number of stairs that it takes me to get to the 8th floor of my fucking apartment.
There's several landings.
They go. It's like walking down to the beach from your lake house.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Fucking nightmare. What else? What else we got here? I wrote so much. I'm trying to stay on page here.
Well, when do you dip?
The exact same time. The exact same time.
All right, that's good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, so like I considered the sticker on the axe to be foreshadowing. That's another like this guy has got red flag blinders on for the first half of this movie.
First of all, he gets that $1,000 right away.
He does.
I have so few obligations to hang around once I get that money.
Yep. Especially once things get weird with the guy.
Yeah.
First of all, anybody who this is your first meeting and he chooses to introduce himself by scaring the shit out of you in your car. Hey man, this isn't really what I'm looking for. Just right away.
Oh yeah.
He just comes up to the driver's side, and then it's like a common theme.
Yeah, he like punches the hood of the car and goes, "Hey!" Yeah, and he goes, "Aaron? No. Nope. I'm lost. Goodbye."
Do you have a map? Never mind, I'm leaving anyway.
I'll figure it out. And then I would lay rubber.
$1,000 paycheck, 1 day of work in the woods, no one answers the door, no voicemail, and you think it's smarter to wait in the car instead of immediately leaving.
Right.
He just straight up says, I think it's probably smarter to wait. You're behind the wheel, hit the gas, man.
Yeah. No, he does. Nobody answers. You're probably getting pranked. First, somebody's wasting your damn time.
That's like the best case scenario. You're going to get hit in the face with a pillow.
Well, no, this is just like somebody on the internet was like, I'm gonna fuck somebody up right now.
I'm gonna spend your gas money for you.
Here's an address. Yeah, go there, idiot.
It's the dress, like the lower level of being swatted.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna send you out into nowhere.
It's a minor inconvenience of your day. and then you don't get $1,000 afterwards. So honestly, it's a layer of pranks.
Yeah. So Joseph and Aaron meet each other, and the first thing really, like once they get to the front door, Joseph goes, "You never get used to those stairs." hey, move. Now, I understand that it's a rental, but also don't choose that as your rental.
Yeah.
If I'm renting a cabin in the woods, the last thing I want to do is walk a lot.
The thing is, like,
Up.
At least if he's murdering somebody, the cops are going to be like, "Ah, man.
It's all the way up there.
All right.
You'd better be fucking dead.
You better have 2 bodies up there if we're climbing all these stairs,
You better be
fuckface."
dead as shit for my effort here. So we get into his house and he explains the whole backstory, which turns out to be 100% fake. When my friend found out that we were doing this movie, she called it something to the tune of the ultimate story of gaslighting. Because
Okay.
that's all that happens to Aaron this whole movie.
Poor
He gets
Aaron.
gaslit until he dies.
Poor Aaron. Well, he's dumb enough to let it happen to him.
Oh, dude, the second with the door thing in the car, I was like, he deserves to die.
Yeah.
That was fucking, you're just gonna, dude, he wears glasses, so you know that he has sight. See the flags. Okay.
Well, also, like, he's got some common sense. He's got glasses.
Yeah.
He's smart.
Enough to know that he needs help seeing and then rectified that problem.
Well, yeah, but also as soon as you put those glasses on, it's like IQ.
Oh, because nerdy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot that we were in a 1980s movie. So when he takes them off, does he get hot as shit?
Yeah, actually, yeah. That is the law. That's the
law.
And he takes them off. What did you think? Instant boner, right?
First thing I noticed about the actor who plays Aaron is when he frowns,
Yes!
he frowns into outer space.
It's like he's got double Bell's palsy. He's
He had
fucking
a stroke on both sides.
he's goddamn droopy dog.
Holy shit.
Both him and Joseph are the kings of frown.
Aaron is the most fucking depressed person on the planet.
Like, as soon as, when he realizes that nobody's answering the phone, his, like, lower half just melts. Like, he gets, like, a cartoon frown. Like, the director's
Totally,
like,
dude.
the director was like, "No, more.
Yeah.
More.
Deeper frown.
Show me sadness.
I want you to look like Wile E. Coyote after getting hit in the head with a piano.
I want to see cartoon dog despair."
Holy shit. So fucking, you got Aaron and Joseph in the house, and Joseph is explaining why he's hired him for $1,000 for a day. It's because he's got a baseball-sized tumor in his brain. Mm-hmm. I had cancer, and then I beat it, and now it's back. Okay, so you didn't. You lose the preamble. I have brain cancer. Just say that.
Well, see, when he first gets up the stairs, I was like, "Oh, this is the wheeziest house tour ever." And then he's like, "Yeah, I had lung cancer." I was like, "All right."
He shows him the fucking pictures that he painted as a child. I'm just... obviously, like, later on, because it's rental, I assume they're not his pictures, and he's just making up shit, because that's all he does. But already creepy. So the game of when do you dip continues, because I keep my childhood paintings hung in the hallway, and I'm the only person in the house. Okay, that's weird. I'll see you later. So yeah, he goes, the doctor gave me 2 to 3 months to live. Let's be honest, this guy's not taking it super well. If I was given 2 to 3 months to live, guess what? Bye.
Yeah.
Not in the I'll kill myself, in the that's going to be the best 2 to 3 months of my fucking life.
Live it up, man.
Yeah, I take out 5 credit cards and I max them. And because I know I'm never going to pay it, I don't have to. I'll be dead as fuck.
I sure hope you don't have any next of kin,
No,
because they'll be ruined. You're going to ruin somebody's life. Whoever's above or below you on the chain.
That's just fine. I'm dead.
Hey.
Sorry,
all right.
guys. That's better than a suicide note. Debt? Good. I made you laugh so hard you coughed. That's all I care about.
We totally glazed over the... So first of all, okay, all right. So if I didn't dip when he didn't answer the door, you know when I do dip?
When?
When I get out of the car and he's like, "You know what? Let's just get this out of the way." And he hugs me. He's like, "Yeah, by the end of the day, this isn't going to be weird." Yeah, because it's never going to happen again. Bye.
Here's the thing.
Don't touch me.
It's... by the end of the day, it's not going to be weird. Maybe, but it's weird as fuck right now, isn't it?
Yep. For sure. You know what?
Right out of the gate, a bro hug from a stranger.
I promise you, it is gonna be weird later. Because it's never not gonna be weird.
We just met. It's important to note also, like, this movie takes place over the course of like 2.5 days.
Yeah, I really
At
appreciate
most.
that.
Yeah.
There was no trying to keep track of how long it's been. It's just
Doesn't matter.
boom,
It's daytime today, and then when it's night, it's tonight.
boom, and that's that.
So the error in judgment on Joseph's part in his story that he's fucking made up here is I have 2 to 3 months to live, and I chose to spend a portion of it with a stranger documenting my life instead of with my wife and my pregnant wife, as a matter of fact. Mm-hmm. So his whole thing is I want to make a video diary for my son so that when I die, inevitably before he's born, he'll know what his dad was like. Given the way that he behaves during the majority of this filming, maybe just let him have his imagination about his father instead of the cripplingly uncomfortable reality. Mm-hmm. Oh, my dad was a weird furry.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah, there's definitely parts of this you're gonna want to cut out of the final presentation for your unborn child.
When you're ass naked with another man in a bathtub.
Oh yeah.
How about that?
When you enter this house after climbing all those stairs,
Yeah.
what's the first thing you're greeted with? Not these paintings.
Okay, that's the first thing I noticed.
More fucking stairs.
There are more stairs right away.
Immediately you open the door.
I thought I was done.
And it's like the whole house is on the top half of the house, too.
Yeah, I'm out of carabiners.
Go it alone. I'll set up base camp here.
Yeah, I'll just stick around in the fucking bedroom closet.
Yeah, I could definitely see why this guy would be very lonely.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because he's the fucking Greybeards from Skyrim his whole life. He's at the top of a mountain.
Yeah, he's way up there, and he's the whole time he's just like, I gotta fucking hug somebody. I gotta fucking hug somebody.
I need it.
You got a kind face. You want a hug?
Aaron takes the fact that he's documenting the slow death of a man who's terminally ill about the same as like when I get a flat tire and I remember I have a spare. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow. Hey.
He just goes, okay. Yeah, let's do this, I guess. Now, granted, for $1,000, I'd pretty much be down for anything that doesn't involve dick sucking.
Well, he's probably being apprehensive because that could still be very much on the table here.
Yeah, because right away after that, yeah, cool, this is going to be fun. Let's take a bath.
I'm gonna get in the tub.
I'm not. Yeah. So again, that's where I dip. Now this is like the fourth time. This is the fourth time that the weirdness level is not worth the money.
The second he says, "I'm gonna get in the tub," that's when you're gonna leave the second time.
All right, that's number 4.
Okay, there
have been 3 other ones.
What was your first? Your first one was the door not being answered on the phone.
The door not being answered. The axe in the stump right there. Brand new axe, untouched, not dirty. The I'm scared as an introduction to meeting a person.
Okay, yeah.
And then this.
Okay, so I got door.
Yep.
I got the fucking slamming on the car to introduce yourself. Mm-hmm. The hug. Mm-hmm. The you got a kind face. And now the tub.
Anybody who tells you that you have a kind face right off the hop,
they want to wear it.
100%.
They want to wear that.
Literally
face.
what I was gonna say.
Oh my god! So yeah, for $1,000, I'm gonna get in the tub.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna go a lot deeper than this." How deep, sir? I'm gonna need to see a rundown. I'm gonna need a rough script. Please.
I need a syllabus of the events that you've planned for us this evening.
Where is the itinerary?
Holy fucking shit! And they're in the bathroom, and he's dropping trow, Matt, and he goes, "Get comfortable," while your unkempt bush is protruding out of the top of your joggers, fucker.
Oh my god!
There's no getting comfortable here.
There isn't. You're about to see a grown man's dick in the tub. It's enough seeing like a grown man's dick, but the second he gets in the tub and starts saying "tubby time,"
He calls it a tubby. This whole fucking scene, I'm gonna play with my invisible son that doesn't exist yet because it's not out of the womb.
I wasn't ready for that. I thought he was just gonna get in the tub and talk about bathing, but then
I'm gonna give you your first tubby.
Tubby time with daddy.
This is what I'm talking about. Maybe don't show your son this. This is the kind of thing that gives your kid PTSD, and then your widow has to pay for years and years of therapy.
Honestly, he brings this movie back to his widow. He dies. He's like, well, let me watch this. I see that out the window.
Yeah. Let's forget he existed.
You were a sperm donor child. That's what happened with you.
We grew you in a tube.
Yeah.
That's less traumatic than watching Tubby Time. He's just got this fucking towel, or washcloth, I guess, and he's like pretending to pet an imaginary child's head on his chest, and then he looks right in the camera and goes, "Hey, Aaron, how about I just fucking kill myself? How about I just kill myself right now in front of you?" And then he goes under the water.
Oh my God,
and then he goes under the water, waits for Aaron to get real close, and then pops up screaming. And then goes, "I have kind of a weird sense of humor. Hey man, there's nothing funny about that. About what you just did?
Yeah, holy
Matter
shit.
of fact, I'll see you when I see you."
Maybe wait an hour or two before busting out those jokes.
Holy fuck.
Give somebody a warning, like, hey, wouldn't this be funny?
So Joseph's whole angle here is that he's the kind of serial killer that gets to know his victim before murdering them, I assume. He gets some kind of delusional sexual gratification from the act of getting to know them. He likes to be close to them. And the murder happens when inevitably they get uncomfortable. So he must know that he's making people uncomfortable.
Well, yeah.
He's got to know that.
Look, you can't sit in a tub and pretend to bathe an invisible child and then talk about killing yourself without making somebody a little uncomfortable.
Before he pretends to commit suicide in order to just play a good old Sam Pepper prank.
It's just a prank.
He's doing the Tubby thing, and then there's like a moment of silence, and he goes, "I can't stop thinking about it." And fucking Aaron has the audacity to go, "What? My cancer?
The fucking baseball that is growing to a softball?
My giant tumor that takes up most of my skull?"
No, Tubby Time, actually.
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about Tubby Time. I'm just having such a good Tubby Time.
So I was writing, and normally I hit pause, but
yeah,
it was 1 a.m, and I was, I let the movie go while I was writing.
I did the same thing when I watched it, but that was because, like, while this is one of the most eventful, I would say, found footage movies that exists, like there's not really too much dullness that goes on. There's like maybe 2 scenes that last a little bit long, but aside from that, like, things are happening, and it's quite short comparatively. It's like an hour and 10 minutes.
Something like that.
So, I did the same because I wasn't really missing much as I was writing.
Okay, well, yeah, see, so I did that during this Tubby Time scene, and what I missed was, like, I kind of looked up and he was like, "Oh, what's this, a stinkeroo? I gotta eat this." And I'm like, he's not pretending to eat kids' shit, is he? The kid didn't shit the tub, and and then I like went back. It's like, oh, it's probably his toes.
It's his feet. He's got one smelly foot and one delicious foot, which... Okay.
So, yeah, like, I was already like, okay, so he's getting in the tub. That's weird. But now he's like, shit. What's this, stinkeroo? I was like, oh my God. What the fuck is happening?
Dude, that's the question. That entire scene can be encapsulated in that question. What the fuck? And then, I don't remember okay, let's go outside and get some fresh air. It's a little bit chilly. Why don't you grab a jacket from the bedroom closet?
Nah, I'm good. I don't want to wear your fucking stinky jacket.
First of all, how am I supposed to know where the bedroom closet is in this house I just got into?
Well, he finds it.
Yeah, he does. He also finds, well, Matt, what does he find in that closet?
Peach fuzz.
He finds peach fuzz.
Peach fuzz.
Oh, just peach fuzz.
Peach fuzz sitting atop a shelf out of eyeline.
Mm-hmm.
The most startling.
Oh, that's just peach fuzz.
That's just peach fuzz.
I'm sure it's normal for you to go into a stranger's closet and see a fucking wolf mask right in your face.
Hey, it's just peach fuzz.
So this is where, and I've seen this movie a couple of times, but I didn't really put together, like, all of the leading that happens, or, gaslighting.
Yeah.
He told Aaron to go into the bedroom closet to get a jacket. The jacket could be anywhere. No, I set up a wolf mask in the bedroom closet, and I want you to be startled by it. Every time that this guy,
Oh, God.
he spends a fucking day and a half just scaring the shit out of a guy.
And I don't, at some point, how do you not see it coming?
You must.
Like, after the third time, I'll be like, all right, I'm not taking my eye off of you.
They call attention to it at the end of the movie. It's just like, you're the best person in the world. Because you're so fucking naive that you have so much empathy that you don't see that you're in danger from the fucking minute you meet the guy. And then every indicator ever, you just ignore. Well, I mean, there's an explainable reason for the fact that he just wanted to scare me in his bedroom.
Yeah,
For the third time in about an hour and a half, I've been frightened by a man.
He mailed me a knife. He's harmless. Harmless guy.
Don't even get me started about that fucking box in the DVDs, dude. That's the worst shit. And then... So Aaron finds fucking Peach Fuzz, and Joseph comes in and goes, I'm glad this happened.
I didn't set this up at all.
Oh my. Everything out of this guy's fucking mouth for half this movie is a red flag. He's just vomiting flags of the red variety.
So explain the deal with Peach Fuzz. What give me the Peach Fuzz rundown.
So in this narrative, Joseph's father, and this is kind of amusing to me because he used to dress up like a terrifying wolf and sing songs for kids. Like, and this isn't like a kid-friendly mask by any means.
No.
This mask looks like the last wolf you ever see in your life because it kills you. It fucking looks like the Wolfman, for fuck's sake. It looks like Benicio del Toro's Wolfman.
Yeah, it's. He says that he buys it from like a dollar store, but no, you ordered that special.
Are you sure? You probably made it.
God damn.
And then he proceeds to sing the song that his father would also sing. And it's horrifying.
First of all, it sounds very on the spot.
And he can't sing worth a shit.
Nope.
But right in the song, anytime that a song has the line, there's nothing to fear in it, chances are there's lots of things to fear.
Well, look at the mask. The mask is enough.
Anybody who tells you that there's nothing to fear is the person you should fear the most in your life.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario is, or the best case rather, is that they take your teeth while you're asleep.
And the worst case will be just straight up getting flushed down the toilet after you're murdered.
That's so disrespectful to do to a body.
It is.
I'm going to jump you up and flush you down the toilet.
I had a poo and now I'm going to flush you and then I'm going to have another poo. So it's each way. You'll be a shit sandwich. So this song, it sounds like very on the spot.
Yeah, it does.
It's very much like, hello, whoop-de-doo, I'm in a mask and I'm not gonna kill you. Hello, I'm Peach Fuzz.
I made sure to point out that you won't be murdered by me.
But maybe you will. Peach Fuzz.
Fucking, and where's the rest of the suit? My grandfather, my grandparents have this picture of me as a child sobbing uncontrollably because my grandfather decided to get a full body A&W bear suit and show up at his variety store in it.
I love it.
And I, as a 3-year-old probably, just could not handle that. Let alone a horrifying wolf mask.
Similarly, there was it's a store that sells furniture in my hometown, and they used to bring out this gigantic inflatable man.
Yeah.
Very friendly looking man. Mm-hmm. He's huge, though. It scared the shit out of me. We couldn't even drive down that street because I'd see him, and I just started, Fuck.
What is it with anthro, like, things that are larger than they should be and just being horrifying to children?
Big things are scary.
That's true. So we just cut from Peach Fuzz right out into the woods. And Joseph goes, well, I want to take you to this. I heard from a Mexican woman who runs a taco stand, which is, it's not racist, the fact that it's a Mexican person operating a taco stand. But when you write that for your movie, you got to go, I should probably give them a better job than that. I should give them a less stereotypically Mexican job than that. Given that it's just a throwaway line.
Yeah. He could also said a person down by the beach.
Yeah.
He could have said a lady A lady told me this.
Just point out the fact that they're Mexican and they sell tacos.
I'm never gonna meet this person.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's an anecdote.
Their occupation and their ethnicity don't matter to me.
Neither of those things make any difference to my story.
It doesn't change the fact that we're going to be walking through the woods with a stranger.
For a long time.
By the way, nobody keeps track of where they're going.
No, neither of them do. Now, I'm willing to believe. So later on, when one of the DVDs that he sends Aaron after Aaron responsibly leaves for the sake of his own life, which, I mean, you don't really get to see that, but he says something about the cabin being right over there, and he points across the water to the mountain. But like at the base of that mountain, also in shot, plenty of houses. Also, right down the street, plenty of houses. Yeah. I'm going to come back to that point later.
Okay.
Because it's relevant.
All right. I did a little hand motion that the podcaster listeners at home didn't get to see.
So anyway, he learned from this Mexican woman who runs a taco fucking stand that there is some kind of fountain of youth deep in the woods. And he's like, well, I'm going to swim in this and we're going to see if it shrinks the tumor. Really going with the same level of science that anti-vaxxers do.
Yeah, for real.
One of the first things they come across, however, is a sign that says sewer pipe. And they make note of it. And then they go and swim in the water.
Well, you would hope that they would go, where's this water coming from? And like follow it and go, oh, pipe.
No, you see a fucking heart formation in a rock and everything about your personal hygiene and health goes out the window.
Yeah. So it was called Miracle Waters of the Heart.
Yeah.
Healing body of water. That's all he says. It's a healing body of water.
Yep.
And
sewage.
And only those who are pure of heart can partake.
Well, there's nothing pure about that water.
And then he's like, Aaron, how's your heart? And then Aaron's like, it's good. He's like, it better be.
Oh my God. I'm going to need it later.
So yeah, 2 steps into the woods and he's screaming about curing cancer.
Yeah.
And then he goes, what's that? And takes off.
Yeah, he does. And leaves Aaron alone in the woods he's never been to before in his life.
Go.
Now's
leave.
your chance. It's a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, you don't have to follow him.
But what does Aaron do?
Well, I better follow this man. He's paying me. He's paying me money to film this madness.
This fucking unhinged nightmare I've been brought into.
Yeah. So no, Joseph's like, yeah, hey, did you see that? Did you see something up in the woods there? I saw something. I heard something.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking takes off. Yeah. Without a word, just runs. So no, I'm not following you.
No. Well, if you heard something, you're running toward it. Number one, I'm not following you, even if I like you.
No, because what did you see? No explanation. Okay, you let me know when you find out.
Maybe it's a bear. I don't want to know about that shit.
I'll be here to yell for help.
Yeah, I'll be within earshot of the town still.
Yeah, but no, he follows them into the woods.
Comes across a big rock, and what happens to Aaron?
Fucking spooked
again.
How do you not see it coming?
How do you not see it coming? How do you let it happen to you half a dozen times at this point?
Yeah, and then afterwards, he's just like, Joseph's like, yeah, you look like you wanted to kill me. But that's okay, I don't take offense. He probably gets that look all the time based on the way he acts.
Yeah, dude. Just by how fucking annoying he is.
The amount of times he jumps out at people, and then he says something that's like warm-hearted so you can't get mad at him.
Yeah. And then, no, it's like for the rest of the day, I'm like, just that fucking asshole. Why am I even friends with this dick?
Oh, sorry. I've got cancer. I've got a couple months left to live. I just can't stop thinking about it. Oh, my God.
He just hit you with something that heavy casually.
Yeah, fuck.
He goes, you got a little animal in you. Okay. Hey, guys. I'm gonna take off, I think. It's not cool that you like the fact that I had murder in my eyes.
No.
And also, you identified that look immediately. It seems like you're pretty acquainted with what that looks like. I don't want to be around it.
I'm not interested. Not interested.
No, I haven't been all day.
This documentary is over.
So yeah, Joseph is talking about murder, being murdered, and peach fuzz all in the same breath. Great.
The second he started dancing, I was just like, no.
Dude. But that's like, yeah, you got a little, you looked like you were going to kill me for a second. It reminded me of peach fuzz.
Peach fuzz.
Why is the idea of being murdered reminding you of peach fuzz?
Because I'll tell you what.
Yeah, tell me.
Peach fuzz. I got nothing for you. Just peach fuzz.
Just peach fuzz.
I will note though that before he busted into that peach fuzz song, he's like, "My dad made this up. It's great."
Yeah, it wasn't.
Why are you lying? There's nothing great about this. Your fucking pervert dad wrote this garbage song. Great. Why is he putting only the mask part on?
Where's the rest of it? That's what I was saying.
Like I know you're not a real wolf because you just got a wolf head on.
Yeah.
You're ruining my immersion here.
Well, I don't think immersion is his chief concern once he has a mask on.
Nah.
Talking about the fucking axe placement, and then this is where we see the fucking sign for the shit water, and Aaron goes, "That means shit water," and Joseph goes, "Well, it's something." Yeah.
So was his plan, because like obviously this is a legend, was he just gonna start sipping every body of water he finds?
I think he was looking for a convincing sign. My headcanon about this whole trip into the woods is that he scoped this whole shit out when he rented the cabin.
Oh, yeah.
Because he knew what he was gonna do. And so he was looking for the fucking heart rock. I don't think he ever was lost. He was just trying to fucking like build some kind of sameness between them, some familiarity, so that once they come across the heart rock, which again, it's just a fucking rock formation. Who cares? And the fact that it was shaped like a heart actually pissed me off because it's not shaped like a human heart. It's shaped like the dirty, like the fucking Cupid's peach.
Yeah, it's like an 8-year-old's drawing.
Yeah, so that's not anything. It's just where water falls through the rocks and erodes it slowly.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, science.
Yeah, well, no, you don't have to apologize to science. You have to apologize to everybody else.
Oh, sorry for science.
Yeah, yes.
How's that?
There you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And it takes that much convincing for Aaron to forget how uncomfortable he's been since this morning. And we just jump right in the shit water fountain, and we dance in that.
Yeah.
We dance and we hug in that. And we get real close to each other's hearts.
And you know what? Look, I'm not a Christian, but I'm certain he baptized him.
He did. They definitely both do the fucking thumb cross on the forehead thing.
And any stranger dotting me with water, I'm wary of it.
Baptized in sewer water.
You don't know. They don't know like how they could be mumbling like, and then the Lord's name. Yeah, fuck. And Jesus Christ said, blah, fucking shit. Yeah, I dot you with water. Anyway, all right.
You're a fucking piece of shit, and I pissed in this earlier.
That at some point they're talking about the axe, and he's like, "Hey, did you think I could kill you with that axe?"
Yeah.
Who looks at an axe and is just like, "Oh yeah, fucking chopping trees, bitch." It's always that could kill me. Somebody could definitely put that through my head. Like no,
I've never seen an axe, and that's my first thought.
You've never looked at an axe and been like, "That's good."
That's a good murder weapon.
What do you? Okay. Oh, well then, what do you see when you look at an axe?
I don't know. I fucking think about camping, man.
Camping. All right.
I like camping. I don't like murder.
You don't need an axe for camping.
You don't need an axe for murder either.
But it does help.
Yeah, you're right. Fair enough.
All right, fine. To each their own.
During this scene in the sewer pipe fountain, I noticed that Aaron has the varicose veins of an 80-year-old alcoholic.
Uh-oh.
He's got fucking tube steak sausage links running up and down his fucking calves, and I don't understand how you get to that level when you're clearly 28.
Look, life's rough.
Ew.
We all walk a different path. Maybe it's
he's walked many.
Maybe it's because he's just so fit from walking. Maybe you get that from walking.
Well, I mean, runners do have that issue. So he's just a marathoner. He's doing the triathlon and everything every year.
Well, how far into the woods did they walk, right?
I mean, they did walk quite far. That's what I noticed, though.
I'm glad you were checking out his fucking earthworm calves.
He rolled his pants up, like, just take them off. You already seen Joseph naked. Who cares?
Oh, yeah.
And then they go to the fucking diner after that.
Yeah, they go
and
to
he's like, they got sick pancakes.
But let me look at the menu. I don't know what they have.
Yeah, because he doesn't know. Because he's got no fucking idea.
And like
that was right when I was like, oh, he's orchestrated everything, but he doesn't have any follow through with his planning. Like, okay, I'm going to just construct a lie about this diner, and then I'm not going to follow it up with truth at all. Like, I'm not going to be any, like, convincing the second I get to the place I just lied about.
Yeah, he could have just one time pop in there, support a local mom and pop business, try a pancake.
So Joseph is physically incapable of having a conversation that doesn't get too deep for comfort, regardless of venue.
Well, yeah, I don't think he even tries to small talk before he asks this fucking...
Tell me your deepest, darkest secret, Aaron.
What are you ashamed of?
I used to piss my pants as a kid.
Oh my God. Okay.
Now,
No!
I didn't do it justice because it's one of the most traumatizing childhood memories I've ever heard described.
Yeah.
My mom strapped a fucking police informant wire from my wrist to my dick and then sent me to school like that so that when I peed, I could know about it. What the fuck purpose does that shit serve?
Other than to humiliate a child, I don't believe there is such a device, because who the fuck would need that?
So it's like the purpose of this thing is so that if you wet the bed while you're sleeping, it wakes you up by shocking you like a fucking dog collar. For some reason, though, he just had to wear it during the day. Just in case, I didn't have to. I'm looking down and I'm seeing piss because I'm pissing my pants.
Hey guys, I don't know about you, but it feels real pissy out here.
Yeah, but that's not enough. I also need a vibrating reminder on my hand.
Right?
Hey, that's the fucking alarm, like the little dinner bell that maids ring. You pissed your pants.
So everybody on the playground could be like, well, I'm not going to hug that kid then. He's beeping.
So Joseph could tell right out of the gate that he needed a hug.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just kept pissing his pants all
Absolutely.
the time when he was a child.
And a hug is gonna unpiss all those pants.
It will. Nope. And then, what's Joseph's secret, Matt? What's Joseph's thing that he's ashamed of?
Well, look, I'm going to tell you right now, in this, this conversation, this whole deal, this trade that they're doing, shame for shame, not an equal trade
not even remotely.
whatsoever.
No.
Not an equal trade, not in one little bit. Joseph totally rips Aaron off here.
Yeah, he does.
So, Joseph's secret is that he took some pictures of Aaron when he rolled up. That's it. Because he wanted to feel safe. So he's like, maybe if I got to know you before you got to know me, which, by the way, for real, this guy is the most outgoing seeming person in the world. Like, fuck, he feels that way at all.
There's no way that he's uncomfortable, number one.
He basically threw himself onto the hood of the car.
Yeah. Number two, you don't get to know somebody by taking covert pictures of them. You just have taken pictures of them without their consent.
Yeah, now you just see what the back of their head looks like.
Number three, you're right. That doesn't even remotely stack up to, I used to piss myself so much as a kid that it was horribly embarrassing for literally everybody. It's not even fucking close. Oh, you took 3 pictures of me? 3 pictures of me on your phone. You got birds on there. And they're not even he's just around the corner of the house. It's not even that bad.
How did you not see Joseph in it's not like he's
the guy
behind
in
trees.
The black jogging suit and everything around you is light brown because it's trees in the woods.
With his one Una ass pocket.
He's got a permanent fanny pack in those pants and it's at the back.
Yeah. Those are the pants you don't sit down in. Those are your joggers for sure.
No, your phone's going in your asshole if you sit down and it's in that pocket.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, that seems like a rich person thing.
So then, again, while Aaron's telling that fucking story about his piss pants, he's doing the same frown. He's doing that fucking deep Beaker-ass frown on his face. It's fucking Beaker from the Muppets.
There's a lot of good frowns in this movie.
There are tons.
Even Joseph has a good one when he's pretending to bathe the baby in the tub and he dumps the water and he's like, and he makes some fucking noise.
Just some weird monstrous noise. Everything about this guy is unnerving.
So then all of a sudden it's nighttime.
Yeah, so that was probably a decent dinner of pancakes. I don't know who the fuck eats pancakes for dinner.
Hey man, breakfast for dinner, it's a thing.
I get it, but not pancakes. Yeah, you want them to sit like fucking lead pellets in your stomach while you're trying to go to sleep?
Yeah, the carbs make you lethargic. It's good. It's good nighttime food.
This is the point where Aaron decides that enough's enough.
Finally.
For fuck's sake. 16 hours of shit, and you're just now like, I'm gonna go because you took 3 pictures of me? How about the part where I just was naked for an hour with you?
How about how I took every 15 minutes to startle you?
How about the fucking wolf mask that you just brought out for funsies?
How about the borderline pervy vibes?
How about asking me whether or not I die from an axe wound?
How about just fucking filming me talking about pissing my pants? You're not going to show that to your unborn kid, are you? Because that.
Oh my god, I totally forgot. Like, that's the whole purpose of this shit, and you're going to include a story that's going to make a child wet his bed chronically.
So my big issue with Aaron finally deciding to leave is that he got almost all of the way up the stairs.
He got, I would say, halfway.
I wouldn't even have...
He got to, like, the first landing and a half.
I would have gotten there and be like, all right, I'm getting my car, I'm leaving.
Like, peace. Not even, like, to the stairs, and then I'm... bye.
It's nighttime, I have no obligation to be here.
Yeah, the job has been done. Yeah. It's been fulfilled.
By the way, you didn't film shit for your kid.
No, you didn't. You filmed being weird to me for a day. You in the woods.
Filmed your dick in the tub, and then you fucking blessing me with holy water from the sewer. And then we talked about pissing my pants.
Aren't we happy that you spent $1,000 for this portrait?
Wow. You know what? This is better than that Michael Keaton film for sure.
You fucking Deadpool could go fuck itself. This is a blockbuster film. And so he's plied with liquor, but like not even. Aaron goes, "Hey man, this is enough. I'm gonna go." As per our agreement.
Yeah.
And then Joseph goes, "Well, I was gonna pour you a whiskey." I don't care. I don't even remotely care.
I've had whiskeys.
I have tons, and I can get them again.
Also, you know I'm driving, Joseph. You fucking know I'm driving.
Also a great point. One whiskey is not enough to get your blood alcohol level over 0.08. Let's just get that out of the way.
Well, it was a tall order.
It may have been, but that's not going to happen to you.
No whiskey is worth those stairs. Not a single whiskey.
One shot of whiskey isn't worth climbing these stairs again.
Yeah, no, you bring the whiskey out here, Joseph. Meet me halfway. Fuck you. But yeah, he chose to bail, like, basically at the house, at the top of the goddamn stairs.
And then he goes, well, whatever. I guess I'll come up.
At least he,
for a whiskey.
The worst part is, like, he was smart enough to bring all of his things with him. Go back down to your car, put them in your car.
Yeah, do that. Definitely. Like your keys.
Yeah.
Leave your keys somewhere not on your body with this dangerous person.
Yeah, just be like, hey, I'm going to put my stuff in my car. Then don't come back. Who cares?
Oh, yeah. Totally use that as a way to get into your car and out of the area.
He made a point of paying you immediately so it didn't feel like a business transaction.
Yeah.
Great. I'm leaving. This partnership is over.
So he gets up there, he has the whiskey, and he goes, okay, peace. And then Joseph goes, I lied to you.
Oh, no.
Hey, that's cool.
Okay, bye.
I don't need to know. You didn't give me AIDS. I don't care about literally any other thing you have to say.
Yep.
I don't need to know the truth behind that lie. I'll just leave it as a lie to me.
Yeah, that's cool. You know what? Doesn't matter.
No.
Inconsequential to my life.
It doesn't.
You could tell me you were the president of chairs, and I'd be like, that's great.
Yeah, awesome.
That's wicked.
Nothing you could possibly say has a bearing on my life worth staying for.
I'm probably going to forget this day happened.
By choice.
Yeah, I'm going to spend at least a tenth of this on liquor, and we're gonna just edit this and get this done.
Yeah, I'll send it to you in a month and a half.
Here's your dead baby video.
And so fucking Joseph goes, turn the camera off, and Aaron smartly doesn't turn the camera off. And then we get a story, Matt. We get the truth behind why he's by himself a little bit, but we get a much, much worse truth than that about Peach Fuzz.
And why don't you just drop it?
Well, Aaron puts the camera somewhere where you can't see anything and leaves it on, so all we get is audio. And Joseph tells us all about the one time he raped his wife in a wolf mask.
He certainly does.
I'm not even exaggerating because that's literally what he says.
It is, but there's a little bit more to the story.
Hey, my wife, I'm looking at my fucking browser history because the internet was slow and it was full of furry porn and it wasn't me and we don't have the kid yet, so it must have been my wife. And so I got it in my head, the idea that, I should get a wolf mask, break into my own house, and rape my wife.
Well, the internet got sped up in the end, didn't it?
Well, as long as the internet gets better.
He certainly does that, and then
He goes, she loved it, and I'll be honest, so did I a little.
and then they didn't speak of it ever again.
Why wouldn't you?
He came back, and he's like, how was your night? It was fine.
With like a cheeky smile?
Yeah.
Okay, we both know what we just did, and so does God.
Again, as well, it's a mask. It's not a costume, it's a mask.
There's still the rest of his body.
Yeah, the whole rest of your body is showing, sir.
Also, like, she's gonna forget what his dick feels like? Just because he's got a peach fuzz on?
Maybe... Well, first of all, this is a totally made-up story.
Yeah, no, it is.
We're upset about a made-up story.
I don't understand why you would ever make this up and tell it to another person.
Yeah, but here we are. My point, my whole point being,
Matt, you can't really see, but Matt is just baffled.
Like, she had the cheeky smile.
Yeah.
She fucking knew it was you.
She must have.
She is playing a fantasy, sir, in this fake story you've made up. And also, just because you railed your wife, that doesn't clear your browser history. That doesn't speed your internet back up.
No, it doesn't. I think the point he was trying to make is that she no longer was looking up furry porn in such excess that he couldn't use Google.
I don't think you cure somebody of that.
Not just with one session. There's got to be repeat performances.
Yeah.
Like probably once a week at 3 a.m.
It's a
You
treatment.
have to go through all the trouble of burgling yourself.
Yeah. So honestly, I funny story. Haha.
Yeah, I'll see ya.
Great made up
Yeah.
story, but I'm not buying it, sir.
So that was a real gross story, and Aaron responds appropriately by trying his best to fucking leave. And that's when he realizes that his keys are missing. And that's when Joseph comes out and goes, well, I mean, your blood alcohol level is high. I don't want you to get a DUI. Why don't you just stay the night? It's late. There'll be plenty of light in this house that's lit by lights all the time if you turn them on.
Mm-hmm. But we need the maximum light to find those keys.
To find those god-awful keys that I have no idea where. Were they? Did you not have them in your jacket that you're literally checking right now?
Yeah, you know how I know your keys are in your jacket? That's not weird, eh? Was it in your jacket?
Yeah.
Check your jacket.
Check your jacket.
Because that's where I took them from. Aaron, you nearsighted bitch. My favorite part was where it's like, it cuts from that to like, yeah, Aaron's trying to leave and he's like, Aaron, did I weird you out with my rape story?
Yeah, he does fucking say that. And the answer is yes, man. You sure did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to ask.
Yeah, day one of meeting you, I don't think this is the story. You've hired me for a job.
Are you going to tell this story to your son, too?
Oh, my God.
Aaron just comes prepared with Benadryl. Now, I don't know if he just like went to the bathroom and found some fucking Benadryl, or he just had that on him.
Maybe he has allergies?
But he sure does spike that whiskey that he pours Joseph with Benadryl.
Yeah. The first one they had, the first whiskey they had, I don't know if you noticed, but Joseph made just a cold point of not drinking it.
Yeah, no, he didn't at all.
He just held it up to his mouth and then set it down.
Weird choice. So you think that it's drugged then, right?
Yeah. No, just kidding. You see Aaron behind him when he's pouring him this fucking full glass of whiskey.
Okay, Aaron pours him more whiskey than most people drink in a night.
Why don't you pour me just a little bit of a full glass of that whiskey?
That's an Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference for everyone who doesn't know.
But yeah, the minute somebody dumps you a fat one and has a little one themselves.
And then says bottoms up.
Nah.
It seems like you have an ulterior motive.
I'm not going to bed tonight.
If I was a woman, I would already know the score.
Yeah, it's not a great score.
No, it's not.
It's not a good one.
You lose.
Yeah, and then Joseph is just out cold.
Yeah. Notice the difference in taste of the whiskey there, which I don't know how you don't. This movie's from 2014. Oh, you drugged my whiskey.
Yeah.
That drink, you spiked that drink with something, right? Oh, that drink tasted funny. The only answer in this climate is that there was something in it that's going to make me go to sleep.
Yep. But no, he's like, oh, did that taste funny to you?
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, yeah. Also, I like that he's like, yeah, there's so many beds in my house. And where does he fall asleep? The mantle.
In front of the fireplace on rocks and magazines.
Yeah. And he's mumbling in his sleep about peach fuzz and touching his dick.
Yeah, peach fuzz and jerking off in his sleep about peach fuzz.
So, yeah, at this point, I don't need my keys. Whatever he's going to do to my car, it's okay.
Yeah, fine.
Cars they make them all the time.
If you wanted to leave that bad, you don't need to find your keys when down the street there's another house. Start knocking on doors. Call a tow truck company. You find out afterward that there's plenty of towable fucking trucks that tow in the area because he had no trouble getting his car towed. It was an inconvenience, but it happened.
Yeah, but no, you don't want to be rude to this guy who seems like he's sad.
The motherfucker is bye. You're asleep?
Yep. But no, so
we get a phone call.
We get a stressful scene of pickpocketing. Aaron's like looking for his keys, I'm guessing, in his pockets, and he finds his phone.
This guy, by the way, Joseph, I don't care how much Benadryl's in my fucking system. If you touch me anywhere at all, I'm waking up. So this guy's the heaviest sleeper on the planet.
Maybe
I could do heroin and nod out, and then if you move a strand of hair on my head, I'm waking up.
Well,
every time.
Maybe you need a Benadryl, just a Benadryl sleep here.
Holy shit. Benadryl apparently is the best thing on earth for sleeping.
Well, yeah, and it's not even for that, so you get two birds with one stone, because, he's going to be pollen-free. His system is going to be clear.
Thank God. It's better than being Claritin clear.
So yeah, he gets this phone call the second he touches the phone, which is great.
Yeah.
I love how that happens.
Yep.
And it's Angela.
It is.
Angela's calling to check on her dear husband.
Uh-huh. And what's the story that Angela has for you?
Well,
aside from not much of one.
Turns out,
yeah,
peach fuzz wasn't the only lie of the day.
There have been a couple.
Yeah. So Angela is the sister to Joseph.
Mm-hmm. Not the wife.
No. And guess what? Joseph's got problems.
I sure should hope they don't have a baby together. That would be bad for everyone.
It's illegal. They would
in some states, it's not.
They would go to jail with their fucking baby touch eyes.
Their wide set baby touch eyes. I really didn't like how during this phone call, Angela was trying to keep him calm, while at the same time making it extremely clear that everything that he had been told up to that point was a lie. Hey, she's like, just exit the house. Everything will be fine. Don't panic. Anytime somebody tells me not to panic, guess what happens? Mm-hmm. You better believe I'm halfway to a heart attack already.
I don't like how much convincing Aaron really needed there.
No, just say leave the house once, and I'm already outside the house. I'm like fucking the Flash to get out of that house.
The second Angela's like, yeah, he's my brother. I'm opening the door. Okay,
no, we're done.
Crazy shit, absolutely.
Just keep you on the line for a sec. That would be cool. I'm going to be in another country in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, Joseph's gone. So
the phone call happens. We learn that everything has been false. And Aaron, with no concern for his own well-being, slowly leaves the bathroom where the phone call took place.
Like an idiot. And
he's already whispering to be sneaky so that he doesn't wake up the guy that he drugged so he can leave.
And you held a ringing phone over his head.
And he was, assume he's awake.
Oh my God.
Which he is.
And he's got problems. He's awake and he's got what problems? We don't know.
I don't care.
He's got problems.
Somebody describes them as problems? Cool.
That's the most polite way we can put it.
That's all I need to hear.
His brain's broken.
Yeah.
He's got a funny noggin.
So I don't know why, but for some reason, he looks over and he sees that the fucking door to the top patio is open, and he goes out there. And then he turns a light on from outside, which is like a porch light, and it makes no fucking difference to the light level outside.
Yeah, I did notice that.
But Joseph's just, and I thought he was like fucking sleepwalking at first, to be honest. Mm-hmm. But he's just standing out there saying shit.
Well, he's saying death.
Oh, yeah. Death, it's coming.
All right, well, where's the door? Me first. You go get your Peach Fuzz mask. I'm a fuck off. All right, bye.
So for some reason, this is when Aaron decides to give up the ghost and just be like, well, I know about Peach Fuzz and I know about Angela. And then Joseph goes, okay, well, it's game time.
Yeah.
And then he leaves.
Oh, yeah.
Fast.
Well, you stay right there. I'll be right back in just 1 minute. Hold on. Just stay right there. Okay, bye. Mm-hmm. And he fucking just takes off. You know what I'd do? Over the edge of the...
100%. I literally wrote that down.
What's that? 1 story into soft moss? I'm out.
Dude, you might even be able to grab a tree branch.
Fuck, I'm gonna roll my ankle. I'm gonna be in the woods, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd take a rolled ankle over probably Peach Fuzz.
You're on a hill. Just pencil roll.
Yeah.
Pencil roll to safety.
I can't remember what it's called. It's called like a parachute fall, where you just sort of you jump outstretched in order to maximize the ground that you cover when you land in order to soften your own fall.
Like a belly flop.
Yeah, sort of.
But in reverse, because
protecting the important shit.
A belly flop is like hitting the pavement.
Yeah.
So
it is.
I don't know
water,
about this
that's
one.
what it's like.
I don't know about this one.
Anyway, Aaron decides not to take the closest exit and just goes back into the house to try and go out the front door.
Because he's afraid of rolling his ankle.
Oh, God forbid. I mean, this guy does seem a little soft.
A little bit.
And what's at the door waiting for him there, Matt?
Well, we've got Peach Fuzz in full effect.
Mm-hmm. And what's Peach Fuzz doing?
Well, he's rubbing his ass on the door in the most upsetting manner. In a manner most upsetting, he's rubbing his ass on the door, and Aaron's like, come on now. Hey now.
Anybody who's rubbing their ass on the only exit from the house in front of you is not there to listen to reason.
No, they're very much taunting you. It's time to find a window, a door, an axe.
I'm going to be honest. Every time I've watched this movie, when he starts rubbing his ass on that door, I burst into tearful laughter.
I did too.
Every fucking time.
I laughed.
It's like the most unexpected shift in tone ever.
It is, but it's not a shift in tone you want to be a part of.
No, it's not.
Because the tone's not good for you.
No, it's not good for anyone. This exists. Now, this is a weird part in the movie where Aaron, I assume, just lunges at him.
Yeah, he charges at Joseph.
Yeah, and then we just cut to next day.
Yeah, and like because there's like a scuffle, and judging by how heavy the garbage bags are in the next scene, you don't think Aaron's won. No, yeah, fair enough. There is, I guess that sort of unexpected red herring. Yeah. For 30 seconds. Yeah, it's a recording that Joseph made on a DVD that he sent Aaron at home of him hauling heavy-ass bags into the woods and then digging a hole. And then the fucking goober hates it. The implication being that he's burying a body that he's cut into small pieces and put in the woods. Mm-hmm. As sort of a threat.
Yeah. And then I start to get annoyed.
Yeah.
Because things continue to happen despite fucking... Actually, you know what? No effort is being made to stop them from happening.
No, very little. Very little.
Aaron doesn't give a fuck about the fact that his life is in danger, even though he clearly does because he installed a lock on his door and called the police, but then promptly gave them no information or evidence, and then also didn't lock the door at night.
Yeah, I fucking noticed that.
Yeah, door's fucking perfectly unlocked.
Yeah, you get the police being about as helpful as they would be in real life if you gave them zero information. That's realistic, at least.
Number one, and this is, so my roommate was watching this behind me while I was watching it, and he goes, where's Joseph's phone? Hey, that's a good point. So during the Angela conversation, it cuts out because you're in the woods and the reception's shitty.
Yeah, sure, you just had the first half of the conversation fine, whatever.
Why did you not keep that phone? I'd keep that fucking phone.
Oh, yeah.
Especially once I realized my life was in danger.
Yeah, no,
hey,
for
man,
sure.
Here's the recording of the phone call that I just had with this guy's sister who's clearly psychologically unhinged, officer. Hey, officer, here's hours of evidence in video of how weird this guy is who I claim is my stalker. Hey, officer, here's the DVD that was mailed to my house despite me never giving him my address.
Yeah, no, he just, I don't know where he is, and I don't know what he's doing, but I
Can't even really describe what he looks like.
I can feel him thinking about me. My scar burns.
My scar burns. Oh my god, because he's got glasses. At this point, I wrote down Heart Rock Cafe.
Yeah?
I wanted to say it, and I had no way of organically making it funny.
We'll say it one more time.
Heart Rock Cafe. There we go. Perfect. Aaron describes a dream he had, more like a nightmare.
I would keep these dreams to myself.
I wouldn't be filming these dreams and putting them on the same video camera that has this guy's fake baby's fucking hello goodbye video on it.
Yeah.
His dream is basically we're doing a tubby in the woods, me and Joe, and it's blood in the tubby.
Blood tubby.
Blubby.
And Aaron is dreaming. He's like a wolf as well with peach fuzz and like already peach fuzz is a sexual thing. That's
sure
very
is.
clear. So the fact that peach fuzz is in your dream and you're a baby wolf, this is not going well.
No, it's not.
You're in the blood tubby.
You're in the blubby with peach fuzz, and you're also a peach fuzz. You're a mini one.
Ugh.
It's gross and horrifying. This guy's got a fixation on fucking wolves, this Joseph, and I don't understand why. Because they're natural predators? Maybe. You're a serial killer. I guess
he explains it at the end. Or no, he explains it when he mails Aaron the knife.
Barely.
He's like, yeah, wolves are, they're kind animals, but they fucking kill everything by accident.
You're right. By accident. Yeah. I whoopsied.
It's like when like a shark bites it. He was just seeing.
Curious.
He was just.
He wanted to know if you were edible or not.
Yeah, he wanted to know if you were a biting thing or not. And
yeah, so we get fucking Dream Aaron, and then this is where the retardation begins.
Okay.
Because he's been mailed a DVD of what looks like Joseph burying a body in the woods.
I would take that right to the police.
Yep. So he doesn't do that. What he does instead is when he's mailed a giant box by the same person, because who the fuck else would mail him anything, he takes it inside and opens it right up.
Yeah.
And the first thing he pulls out is a fucking knife. Guess what? End of box. This box, I don't know. I don't want to know what else is in it.
Yeah. First of all, if I'm mailed a knife, I'm not touching it.
No.
Oh, cool! My fingerprints are on this knife.
That's a great point.
What happened? What was this knife? What was this knife's life before me?
Yeah, it could have been anything.
How many people has this knife been inside? I don't want to touch that.
Speaking of being inside things, in addition to the knife in the box, there is another DVD, and there is a small wolf plush toy.
Yes.
And then there is a locket with Aaron and Joseph's faces, and it's shaped like a heart, buried deep in the ass of the wolf. Aaron has to go forearm deep into the ass of that toy in order to pull the locket out.
I don't like it.
No.
I didn't notice that. Yeah, he went right in the wolf's ass, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He was the fucking doctor of proctology that day.
I could guarantee you that Joseph fucked that husky before mailing it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, what else would that hole be for if not to put a locket in your dick?
Yep. So I'm not watching that DVD.
No.
Aaron, though.
It's probably him fucking the wolf.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be at this point? That's like the most likely option. Anyway, Joseph calls this a tit for tat. The original video that he sent of him burying garbage bags in the woods because he had a little bit too much Benadryl one night. This is his version of a tit for tat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a clear threat on your life.
I wasn't in my right mind because you made me sleepy. I know I was a menacing, creepy guy, and
all day,
and you put pills in my drink, but you also saw my dick, buddy.
Yeah.
Now what's this?
Saw the dick, and you saw the fuzz. You saw my peach fuzz and my peach fuzz.
Peach fuzz is little peach fuzz.
Not to mention, the first thing I thought when he pulled that fucking the wolf plushie out of the box was, I'm looking for a webcam. I'm right away looking for a wireless webcam.
Yep, or a listening device.
Yeah, anything.
You know what? I was thinking bomb.
Yeah, I thought bomb, like every single package that anybody mails anyone at this point that big, it's a bomb. There's a bomb in the box. There's a bomb in the wolf. The DVD is probably a bomb.
I don't want to be mailed a thing. Like I got a shipping label.
Send it to my PO box and let them deal with the danger.
No, not even that. Because like then you still got to open it. Like I got this barcode printer from it was like from China. I was like, oh man, I need it, but
there's probably anthrax in there.
I don't want it to explode.
Yeah.
I also don't want it to like steal all my data the second I plug it into my computer. But fuck, I got to print stuff off.
So I'd be fucking burning this box, all right?
Yeah. Well, why aren't you calling the police and letting them open it with the fucking bomb squad?
If you're gonna call the police as well, give them any information instead of none.
I mean, judging by the way Joseph acts, there's a head in that goddamn box. It seemed like a pretty bottom-heavy box when he like shoved it with his foot. Like,
yeah,
there's probably a head in there, 8-pound head. Yeah, for sure.
So like, he wouldn't have found the wolf plushie had he not played the DVD. So like, already like Joseph's plan really hinges on Aaron's curiosity. Like, what if he just never plays that DVD, so he never finds the wolf and he never finds the locket? Whoops.
Well, then,
really relying on somebody to be a certain way.
You know what? I don't. To be honest, I that might have changed the entire course of the film.
Yeah.
Because the next bit is like, yeah, he throws out that locket with their faces in it, which also plays music when you open it.
Yeah, weirdly. It does.
He throws out the DVD and all that shit, but he keeps the knife. And then the next day you get.
Why do you keep the knife?
We get another one of these dreams.
Hey, he mailed me a knife. Can we dust it for fingerprints, please?
Well, they're gonna be your fingerprints because you touched it immediately. You touched that possible evidence crime scene knife with your bare hands.
So the police phone call is like the worst part of this whole movie because it doesn't make any fucking sense. You have like a litmus excess of footage. Evidence of this guy doing weird shit and then mailing me weird shit. If you mail somebody a knife, that's a threat.
It is.
You know? That's plenty.
That's immediately
let's talk to Angela. Like,
yeah, for real. Like, okay, yeah, where is his phone? Why are you not calling all of the numbers?
Every number.
Such a good
bunch
point.
of them just ring out because the people on the other end are dead.
Or they're like, Joseph's calling. I'm not putting up with that nutcase. Telling me I got a kind face and trying to hug me through the goddamn phone.
Telling me to fucking unleash my inner wolf like Richard Simmons.
Ugh.
So yeah, second night, I keep having dreams. So he hears a fucking noise while he's describing the dream, and he just looks for 30 seconds. And then goes, must be nothing. It's fucking something. Given what's been happening to you for 2 days, it's something always.
Oh, for sure. And it's not like I don't know, a cup shifted in the sink.
No.
That was somebody like kicking your door.
Yeah, no, it wasn't quiet.
And so then he gets up.
He hears a second noise, and that's when he gets up and grabs the fucking knife. Doesn't put pants on, despite the fact there might be a burglar.
No, he runs into a dark room to turn lights on.
Yeah.
And then he goes, who's there?
And
who's there?
Immediately announces his presence.
Hello?
Yeah. I have a knife and I'm not afraid to use it. You know what? You sound like you're afraid to use it.
You sound like you're quivering in your little dick boxers.
And we got fucking just Joseph creepily staring through the front door and then ducks away.
Yeah.
When fucking Aaron comes back into the room.
Like a cartoon.
Yeah, like the goddamn Pink Panther.
It's like a fucking magician who just threw a cloth up and is trying to disappear behind it.
Call the police. Again, call the police. So fucking Aaron, like the typical white person in every horror movie, goes outside with no pants.
Yeah.
To look and investigate the noise.
And this is where you realize clearly his door is unlocked.
Yes.
Cool lock, cool, like
that you installed for your safety and then promptly didn't at all use.
And those bars that you put on the outside of your door, those are great.
They're really good to help you close the door from the outside. Like what?
They're gonna keep all the people out unless they try the door handle.
So he sees this overturned garbage and blames raccoons. That's a leap. You know, the more likely option at this point is that Joseph's rifling through your garbage in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you heard somebody with swishy, wind-breaking track pants run down a dark path, and you followed them going, hello? Like, raccoons they're not swishy.
No, they're not.
That's somebody running.
2 weeks ago, I went camping and I was attacked by raccoons.
Okay.
I believe I mentioned it on the last podcast.
You didn't. This is news to me.
All right. So I left, and this is camping 101, everybody. Don't leave food out in the woods. Now, I was on essentially the backwoods area of a campsite. It gets woodier than this, but this was the choice of the people who booked it who promptly flaked on me. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much. Anyway, while I was out there, at the end of the night, I had just fucking doused the fire. Everything was off. I was just about to fucking go in my tent. I closed the zipper. I immediately hear... Oh. So I cranked that zipper wide open because I'm not playing around. All right? The last time this happened, I went outside with a machete and threatened to fuck ghosts for an hour. So... that mentality, I could just snap right into that.
You take noises in the dark very seriously.
I sure do. I don't give a shit how many people are around. I'm not fucking around with bears, okay? So, with my little phone flashlight, because it's the only one I brought, I went super unprepared. I shined the light out, and 2 sets of eyes staring right back at me.
Already you're outnumbered.
Right by my bag of garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I fucked up. So I go outside and I start kicking trees in order to scare what is obviously 2 raccoons off. And then I see them scuttle away to the right side of my tent. Shine the light over there. An undulating pit of raccoons. Like half a dozen fucking raccoons just vibrating around on the ground in the woods right beside me. And then they proceeded to just amble around my shit all night. So like I was camped on an incline, so in the middle of the night I would just slide down to the corner of the tent.
I love it.
Like a fucking idiot. So I'd wake up and have to reposition, and every time I moved, something in the woods moved. Great. Had a good night's sleep that night.
Probably should have slept in your car. Actually, you know what? No, because there's windows. Something's watching you.
Yeah, no, I'd rather be in the tent with the no seeing in. It's my camping story, though. My raccoon story.
That's a great story.
That's the second time, actually, that raccoons have fucked around at a campsite that I was at. The time before that, we just turned our back to the cooler for 5 seconds, and it was like 7 feet away from us, and a motherfucking raccoon just opened the lid and started rifling through shit. And then we looked back and saw it, and he saw us, and then slammed the lid like he was pissed. Like we disturbed him.
Y'all got Pepsis? What the fuck is this Pepsi Zero shit?
It's exactly what it was like, dude.
Oh my god.
Jerks they are. Well,
you're lucky you didn't get rabies with all those raccoons.
That's true.
Your rabies per raccoon per capita was very high.
Yeah, I had the rabies GDP was increased. Fucking inflation, am I right?
Oh my god.
So fucking Aaron, after blaming raccoons for the trash, just goes back to sleep super easy.
Yeah.
He just goes back to sleep so hard that he's like fucking Snow White waiting for Prince Charming's first kiss. Because Joseph somehow gets into his shit and takes a piece of his hair.
Not only that, but he blasts him in the face with light. This camera, it doesn't have night vision. It's got a flashlight duct taped to the side of it.
Yeah.
And it's the brightest flashlight they make.
I don't know how everybody sleeps so goddamn heavy in this world.
Hey, sometimes you gotta nap, man.
Holy shit.
Just go to bed. When I sleep, it's business.
Well, when I sleep, it's apparently not pleasure.
I wake up for pain and piss.
Yeah, I wake up for literally anything.
If I don't wake up and I'm in pain, I'm pissing. I got not in the bed. I'm getting up. I'm not Aaron. I can fucking hold it.
Yeah, I'm glad you specified.
There was one scene in this movie where it's right while they're having the whiskey, I believe. Mm-hmm. And Joseph's like, hey, look, I've accumulated a lot of wealth.
Yeah. I'm loaded, Aaron.
What do you need?
Yeah.
You're here for the money, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I put a check in your boot.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he looks.
JK.
Yeah.
The fact that you looked for free money means you must need money.
Oh, no. The fact that you said something is in my boot and I'm pulling it out because that's uncomfortable. I don't want to walk on some fucking crumpled up paper that I'm going to have to take to the bank.
Not to mention, like, yeah, let's get that out of my boot now before it's sullied by my foot sweat and they won't take it anymore.
Exactly. Oh, here, Mrs. Teller at the bank. Yeah, it stinks like
Here's
feet.
my sweaty foot check.
Here's it. Guess what I did for this? Sniff it. Yeah. No, anything's in my boot, I'm going to pull it out because I'm not, it's uncomfortable.
It's pretty presumptuous, Joseph. Also, like, I don't give a fuck how much money you have. Yeah, I want the money.
Everybody wants the money.
I'd love some more money.
But yeah, Aaron's like trying to play it off like, nah, I'm all right. I do quite well.
Yeah, do you?
I only answered this fucking crazy ad and have been trying my best to hold it together.
White knuckle through this nightmare for $1,000 that you already gave me. Also, he lives in a fucking like Pueblo in Las Vegas, so he's not that rich.
No.
At all.
Yeah, it's a weird neighborhood. It's a very like, it's either California or it's like
Ojai. Yeah.
Good God. So Aaron doesn't wake up to this nighttime haircut that he gets.
Or the fact that his screen got ripped open, which there's no reason. That's just a dick move. You were already in the bedroom. Just put the DVD in the bedroom while you're in there. Don't tear the screen open and slip the DVD through the window.
Right.
You're just being an asshole. That's how you get mosquitoes in your place.
Well, Aaron didn't do it.
No, Joseph fucking did that dumb shit. And why would you don't need to? He was already in there when he took the hair.
Yeah, well, maybe he didn't want him to know that he was in his house, but like, it's
right on the DVD.
If Aaron was any kind of filmmaker, he would be watching that footage back.
I literally wrote down, why aren't you watching back your night footage?
And he'd be like, well, I didn't film myself cutting my hair like this.
Yeah, those aren't my hands.
Where's my hair going? What's he doing with my hair? I would have. It's probably why he ended up meeting him at the end, because he's like, well, what are you doing with my hair?
I just need to know what you're doing with the hair.
Voodoo doll? Are you eating it? You putting up your butt? Is it part of the peach fudge?
I don't want it back. I just want to know. Yeah, that's my closure, which is what Joseph wants so bad.
What are you doing with my hair, you fucking pervert wolf? You furry wolf bastard.
Really? So like, this is also a Blumhouse movie.
Is it?
Which The Visit was last week.
Okay.
And in both movies, there's something. There's a similarity, and I lost it just now, but there is something about it.
Okay.
Good God.
In this last video, Joseph is like, hey, look, I found the DVD and the locket. It wasn't Raccoon's asshole.
In the garbage.
Yeah, because he throws it out. Sorry, Aaron throws out all these nice trinkets.
All the police evidence that he could use to further his case about a restraining order.
And then Joseph is like, I probably deserve that. But I had some inappropriate thoughts about what I was going to do to you, ass.
Right on the DVD, and now this is like the most police evidence-y thing ever. Because Joseph basically goes, hey, when I found that locket in your trash I was rifling through, I thought really hard about killing you, and then I got in your house. Hey!
Yeah,
go send him to jail.
Fucking put that right on your computer, fucking open that up in Handbrake, rip that from the DVD, and email that to the police.
Directly to the head of the police in your area.
Mr. Police Chief, I've got a problem.
Yeah.
No, just, he enjoys the cinematic film of Joseph going off on this, like, monologue about... Yeah. He's like, yeah, well, I'm a sociopath, and I got
all these. It's really hard for me to have friends because I do what I did to you to them.
He's very much like Dennis. He's like, I gotta get off, and I only get off by being fake.
With real stakes. Yeah, I've tried to do harmless lies, and it doesn't make me come as good.
So I can't be an actor because I don't come good.
Yeah.
So it's got to be real. I'm real lonely, if you couldn't tell by how many times I tried to fucking hug you, bro. Meet me in this very public park.
Yeah.
Yeah, those houses, they're about a mile away. Mm-hmm. Unless they're watching through a telescope, they're not going to see shit.
Bench by the water. Just meet me there. How about this? Hey, hello, sheriff and officer and lieutenant and everyone. My stalker is going to be in this place at this time.
Yeah.
The end.
Just leave a voicemail. Hey, if you guys want to see some shit, come to the park.
I won't be there because my safety, but you're welcome to say hi to him.
But no, here we are.
Now, I'm going to put full faith in this fucking guy who's done nothing but steer me wrong and be horrible.
And all he's doing is begging for my friendship. You know, all the best friendships start with begging.
Fucking a pity friendship. My favorite.
Nothing says friends like good old-fashioned pity.
So I'm going to set my camera up on the tripod and sit on this bench with my back turned to the only entrance and exit to this park. And then I'm somehow not going to hear a man in a trench coat walk right up through this muddy field and then pull an axe out and hit me in the head with it.
Wow, you really just gave away the end of the movie there.
That's what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
He doesn't hear shit. And I don't did he have fucking headphones in?
He didn't hear the ruffling of this long trench coat.
Exactly.
He didn't hear
Trench coat's like the loudest coat you can have.
It really is.
The only thing louder is a windbreaker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that again, the swishing. The swishing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he pulls out the fucking peach fuzz mask and he doesn't hear him walk up behind him.
I put a rubber mask on his fucking face.
As soon as you put a mask on, you're immediately breathing 8 times heavier. There's no silence.
That's the most audible breathing ever inside a mask.
Yeah.
We learned that from Your Next.
You sound like Darth Vader immediately. So the fact that he didn't turn around, although I will give it to him, Joseph did a really good job of hiding his shadow and not letting it cast over him.
I didn't notice that. That's very interesting,
he gets
actually.
low and like creeps up on him, and he doesn't.
Hence the name of the movie.
Ooh.
So that's why they call it that.
And he swings. He doesn't swing the axe over his head. He goes to the side.
Yeah, all right.
And then,
I mean, he wouldn't be that quiet, but at least he's making an effort to be quiet.
Yeah. And you know what? They don't cut away.
No.
He digs that axe deep into his skull.
He plants that axe like he's saving it for later.
Well, I don't even know how they faked that shit.
No, I have no idea.
Other than just like doing a nice cut where they replaced him with a dummy at some point. But yeah, he digs that deep in and just nobody says anything. So what a great park.
It's pretty scenic park. You're telling me there's nobody walking around?
Yeah, not one old lady walking
for like a long time because he just leaves the body there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does. During the scene, you can hear like chainsaws in the background. Mm-hmm. And they sound like they're getting closer sometimes. And then you see him step out and I'm like, oh, fuck, a chainsaw. But no chainsaw.
That would be the loudest. You'd hear that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to start the fucking motor first.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, when the chainsaw starts up, he does look. He like looks over his shoulder. Okay, I guess they're doing work in the park.
You can't run anywhere fast with a chainsaw.
Wow,
the only person who can do that is Leatherface, and he's not even that fast.
Yeah, no, and his is more about momentum, I think.
Yeah,
he gets
he's
moving.
More of a juggernaut than he is a Flash.
There you go. But yeah, no, he drops the axe to his feet, puts the mask on, and just fucking plows him.
He goes to town.
And then another fucking jump scare.
Yeah, it turns out we're watching this on Joseph's computer, and he's editing the footage, and he can't help but get rock hard when he watches that back and over and over.
Oh my god, yeah, but
he's just breathing so fucking heavy at this footage of a murder.
My favorite part is like he's like talking as if he's talking to Joseph, and he's like, you know, Joseph, you're a great guy. I love you. You know, despite all the shit I did. You didn't think I was going to do anything. Why didn't you look behind you? He just says it like
just
stupid
call
idiot.
So much attention to the one thing that would be like a continuity, not a continuity error, but like a film error that wouldn't make sense to the viewer.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, the reason why you didn't look behind you is because you're such a compassionate and empathetic person that despite the fact that I gave you all and any reason to be frightened of me and hate my guts, you still trusted me enough to think I wouldn't kill you in the park.
God bless you, Aaron.
You're my favorite.
God bless you
of them all.
And that's when you find out he's not the first.
No, this guy's got a fucking whole cabinet full of evidence to murders.
He's got a fucking big old cabinet of VHS tapes.
Yeah, plenty of them.
Plenty of them.
Every jump scare in this movie is just Joseph trying to startle someone. It just happens to be us this time. So yeah, even after murdering a person, leaving their body in the middle of the day on a bench, he goes up to the camera that was filming and yells loudly.
Yep. Yeah, for who? Nobody.
Bring all the attention to what I just did.
Oh my god. Well, again, like you would have to be like sitting on your porch across the lake with binoculars to pick that up. And at that point, like, he's got all the time in the world to leave.
I mean, I guess, you could just take off.
But like, after all of the jump scares in this fucking movie, after like maybe the third one, I was like, all right, it's not going to get me again.
It did, though.
Well, there was another one where I was like, haha, you didn't get me. But then that one.
Yeah. That one got me the first 2 times I watched this fucking movie. It's a good jump. I mean, it's a good jump scare.
It is. It's great.
Because it's technically 2 jump scares. Like, it's screaming in the camera and then screaming in the camera.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. It's a double whammy.
Yeah. But, like, right before that, just... I killed Aaron with an axe to the head.
Aaron, I'm grating my dick on the zipper right now. I got a hard dick from that murder.
I got a lump. It's easy
Don't
to get
say
rid of.
lump.
Yeah, I did, though. And then, we get just a short scene of him setting up another murder, where his name is Bill this time. And then we roll credits. And what would you give this movie out of 10?
Out of 10, you know what? It was refreshing.
Yes.
I have not seen it. It wasn't like you know how found footage horror movies, it's like, it's a found footage movie. They found the footage.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these movies are like, well, they didn't find the footage. You just brought the footage. You lived. Like the last movie, they didn't die.
Yeah.
The footage wasn't found. The footage was presented. Presented footage.
Yeah.
But this one I liked because, like, oh shit, there's a whole cabinet of found
this
footage.
guy's like a professional editor.
Yeah.
And he's not even finding. He's leaving footage to be found.
Yeah, he's just producing found footage.
Yeah.
It's great. So I gave it an 8.
Yep.
It wasn't overly scary. The scares were all mostly jump scares, but this guy's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he is. I think the horror element in this is Peach Fuzz. I gave it a 7.5 at first, but I'm going to go up to an 8.
Okay.
Because Peach Fuzz.
You know what? If it wasn't for Peach Fuzz, this movie wouldn't have been as good.
No.
I hate that it needed the pervy element.
It was just so gross and uncomfortable, but like that makes it effective, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't put on a wolf mask without being a little bit of a pervert.
It's like fucking Jim Carrey in The Mask. He puts that fucking ancient tribal mask on and he just turns into a perv.
That's the whole film. That's literally the film. Jim Carrey in the perv mask.
Scamming on Cameron Diaz. Poor Cameron Diaz.
Yeah. Oh god, he's got the big wolf eyes and everything.
Yeah.
What a pervert.
Fucking just all right. Good movie though.
All right.
That movie is not for kids, although it's for kids.
I'm not gonna lie. The only time I've watched it was when I was a kid.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been. There's rape in it. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz on the bench in the park at night. And he puts the mask on, and he gets all up in her grill, and she wants none of it.
Well, yeah, all right. Well, he's the pervert.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
And he even at one point puts on, like, the French outfit, like Pepe Le Pew,
yeah,
and is a fucking pervert.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a rapist skunk. That's what that is.
Why was that on? Why was that a kid's show?
I have no fucking idea. First of all, he's not even banging skunks. He's trying to fuck the cat the whole time. It's a cat he's trying to fuck.
Unfortunate cat who...
He's just trying to live her goddamn life.
Every episode, a mishap leaves her with a white skunk stripe on her back. And all she's trying to do is just get home to take a bath.
Yeah. And Peppy wants to get his dick wet.
Cats and skunks don't look similar.
No, they don't.
You should know. Peppy.
I think probably he's just a little impartial. All the skunks know to avoid him because he's not a very giving lover.
Well, also...
He seems like the kind of guy who would just hit and quit.
His name is Pew.
Also, he smells horrible.
Yeah, like he's a skunk, and they named him that. He must stink.
Like for a skunk.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So 8 out of 10s across the board for Creep, everybody. Thank you, Mark Duplass, for being fucking hilarious. I got to be honest.
Just a creep.
Yeah, and there is a sequel, and this time it's a lady who does the filming.
Okay. I did see there was a sequel.
I would recommend watching it because it's not bad. It's not as good as the first, but it's not bad.
Well, maybe we'll watch it. There's also another movie called Creep from 2014, and we forgot to. I was going to mention don't watch that one.
Yeah,
because that's not this one. I should have done that at the beginning, but here we are.
That's fine. Who cares? Book 'em.
All right, all right. So, all right, I had some trouble. I had some trouble picking movies.
Okay.
Because I wanted to pick ones that were going to pop.
Okay.
I wanted these movies to pop.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got it with the peas.
I'm gonna give you a 4.
Oh shit! All right.
I got 4 here. I had 3, but
I'm gonna try real hard to guess these.
Okay. We got a found footage horror where something isn't quite what it seems.
That's the vaguest fucking thing. If that was a plot synopsis for a movie, it could be fucking Disney, and it could be like M. Night Shyamalan.
That was essentially what you gave me for this fucking film. We got a horror movie where there is an obsessive stalker.
Okay.
And we've got a horror movie that was shot by a stalker.
That was shot by a stalker.
So it's a found footage.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you right now, I'm pretty sure I know that one.
Or D.
At the very least, I've seen it.
It's a found footage where there is a cabinet of evidence.
A cabinet of evidence in a found footage horror movie.
Yep.
A movie that is shot by a stalker, someone's stalker.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume it's they're filming their victim.
Yes.
And then the first 2 were what?
You've got a found footage.
Something isn't quite what it seems.
And then you just got like an obsessive stalker.
And then just an obsessive stalker. So not a found footage horror movie?
No, there's one that isn't a found footage.
Okay. I'm going to take the one that's not a found footage since we've done 2.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, buckle up. We're watching Misery.
I think 3 weeks ago I was going to put Misery on a list.
Well, I'm glad it came around.
Oh man. I mean, I guess it's a Stephen King, so it's technically horror.
I would say it's a horror. It's a thriller.
People keep wanting us to watch The Shining too, and it's like, okay,
The Shining,
the first 2/3 of that movie aren't really scary.
Not really, no.
You know, like it's a great fucking movie, but it's also 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And the first 2 are just a family in a hotel.
Well, look, I'll tell you, I double checked the length of Misery to make sure it wasn't a long ass movie.
Is it?
No. It's an hour 40.
Well, woman whose name I can never ever remember.
Kathy Bates.
Thank you. Dolores Claiborne.
Yeah.
She brains her husband in the head with a frying pan in that movie.
Oh my God. What a dirty bird. No, there's some it's not like a gory horror movie.
Well, there's one scene.
Yeah, it's got its moment. One of my favorite moments in horror movie.
So stick around because we're going to have a lot to say probably about this.
Absolutely. Enjoy strolling in the park. Go for a nice long walk.
Don't get axed in the head.
Stretch those ankles out.
Look the fuck.
You're gonna want to appreciate that.
Yeah. While they last.
Well, that's the podcast.
Grindhouse Movie Club.
Misery next week. You got anything you want to add the podcast with?
Misery next week. Misery this week. Misery every week.